And we start this afternoon with the weather. Ice and rain moved through much of the area earlier today. And while things have slowed down a bit, the impacts are still being felt. We will have more on the damage caused and how Consumers Energy is dealing with these new outages on top of the outages from last week. In just a moment, but first, we want to start with Chief Meteorologist George Lessons, who is over at the Weather Center. And George, what a messy Monday.
Absolutely. Second ice storm
right.
in just less than a week. This time around, it's mainly from the Grand Rapids area northward, and it looks like most of the precipitation is winding down, at least the heaviest parts. Let's take a look at the advisories that are still in effect. It is mainly for Newaygo, Mecosta, and Montcalm counties now until 8 o'clock this evening, when the bulk of the weather will have moved out of the region. We had a lot of heavy rain earlier today. As you can see, the radar trends have moved all of that out of the region. Now we'll just see some spotty rain showers and maybe mix in with a few wintry mixy pellets. You can see about 1/10 of an inch of ice over in Marne, 3/10 in Howard City and Greenville, and then it's snow up around Mount Pleasant and Varwell, anywhere between about 3 and 8.5 inches of snow. We had mainly rain here in Grand Rapids, all part of a system that is moving over Lake Michigan right now, going to come right overhead. And once that moves to the east, we will see our winds diminish and then pick up later on tonight. So if there's ice on things, it still may be a little dicey. 34 right now in Grand Rapids, 50 down to the south. It is 55 in Chicago, but it's only 34 here and 40 in Kalamazoo. We'll see our temperatures pretty much hold steady overnight. We have 2 more rounds of precipitation coming our this week. We'll talk about that here coming up in just a few minutes.
And look at this, a beautiful sight over parts of Michigan last night. Many people reporting seeing the northern lights. Julia shared this photo from Montague. We also got this photo from Taylor in Twin Lake. Of course, the northern lights, also known as the Aurora Borealis, an atmospheric phenomenon. George, out on the weather deck. Those are always so beautiful to see, George.
Especially with the naked eye. It's absolutely terrific. Kirk, I don't know how 2 days could be totally different. Yesterday,
I know.
Yeah, just
sunshine.
Beautiful. Yeah, took a walk, and then today, yeah, more ice. No. Just appropriate for your birthday today.
Yes, thank you, sir, very much.
Yeah, very much, yeah. We've got just a little bit of lingering precipitation across the area. The impacts are pretty much over, but now recovery taking place. 13 weather balls still blinking bright, still a little bit of wintry mix till about midnight tonight. It's also red, a little bit milder weather ahead up near 40. This view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. You can see maybe a little bit of rain right around 10 o'clock, but other than that, just a cloudy night, and we'll get a little bit of sun here tomorrow, and that'll help boost temperatures up into the low 40s. We will not fall below freezing here in Grand Rapids tonight, but everywhere seeing a lot of rain, breaking records from Grand Rapids to Muskegon, over in Holland and Kalamazoo. That Kalamazoo record was set back in 1888, so this is the most rain anywhere on February 27th, all due to this low pressure system, which is now almost overhead. To the south of that, it did get rather warm in the 50s, but we stayed in the 30s. That low is going to go pretty much overhead, and you can see for the next couple of hours, still a wintry mix, maybe a sprinkle of rain, but after about 2 a.m. it is pretty much done. And tomorrow we'll see a few breaks in the clouds, especially later on in the day. We're not done with systems this week. We got 2 more on the way. This is for Tuesday night into Wednesday. It may start out as a little bit of rain, but it's going to change to some snow and a wintry mix, and all of that will come Tuesday night, and then that will clear out during the day on Wednesday. After that, pretty quiet here Thursday into Thursday night, but here comes another system. This is a Thursday night. It's going to spread some snow, especially from our viewing area over toward Detroit as that low comes up near Cleveland. Going to be on the cold side of this, and it's been trending north over the last couple of days, so looks like some significant snow for Friday. And then sunshine Saturday and again on Sunday, at least a little bit both of those days. In terms of snowfall, this is what is going to fall on Tuesday night into Wednesday, maybe an inch, inch and a half, but the bigger system comes out on Friday. Here it comes from the southwest all the way up into lower Michigan. This is a track of the storm, and these amounts most likely will change and it will all be during the day on Friday. Long range outlook says we have an equal chance for warmer or colder temperatures. Our average highs are around 40 to 42, and that 5-day period from March 5 through 9, equal chance for more or less precipitation. Tonight, all of the advisories expiring. Temperatures still below freezing north, low in mid-30s south. Not too much colder than they are now. Upper 20s and low 30s north. Breezy later on tonight as that low pulls away. Winds will shift to the west. And right now we have east winds that'll shift to the west, but overnight lows around 32 to 34. 13 on your side forecast. 46 Wednesday, first day of March, coming in like a lamb, but we'll have that snow before that. Dry Thursday. Friday, I've got that highlighted as an impact day and very windy, warming up back into the 30s and 40s over the weekend, and then more rain the following Monday. Well, 2 snow and ice storms in less than a week. This time around, Grand Rapids to the north got hit hardest, and there are still a number of power outages ongoing. 13 weather ball blinking bright, still a little bit of lingering wintry mix in sight up until about midnight or so. And it's also red, a little bit more snow melting weather ahead. This view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Introducing Chester. Looking good there in that summer pose in the grass. Gabrielle, only one time period where there still might be a few spritzes of rain. That'd be right around 10 o'clock or so. I'm going to give you a yellow paw. Otherwise, green paw for your evening walk. Just get out and dodge those raindrops, and in the morning, staying above freezing, but watch out for those compacted ice areas. More sunshine tomorrow than we saw today. Not quite as much as yesterday's beautiful day. 5.6 out of a 10-point scale. A little less wind here tomorrow, but still enough to generate some green electricity here in the state of Michigan. Low pressure system over southern Wisconsin, southern Lake Michigan, going to take a track to the east. We're going to still see a couple of lingering rain and snow showers, wintry mix north of Grand Rapids. This is up through about 11 o'clock, but by 2 a.m. it is pretty much done. It'll give a chance for things to dry out. We'll open up a few breaks in the clouds late tomorrow, and then the clouds will race back in the afternoon. That's out ahead of yet another impactful system. This will have some rain that will change to a wintry mix overnight Tuesday night. So all day tomorrow will be dry, but tomorrow evening through early on Wednesday, we got that one of 2 systems coming in our direction. On a Thursday, it looks pretty quiet around here. And then as we get into the weekend, that's that Wednesday system. And then as we get toward the weekend, we've got another snow-making system coming in on Friday. This is going to be mainly south and east of Grand Rapids, strong northeast winds. This will be an impact day coming up on Friday, and then that will pull away. A little sunshine on Saturday and a little bit of sunshine on Sunday as well. So another quiet weekend coming up, similar to this last weekend. In terms of snowfall, that round coming in for Tuesday night, it's going to put down maybe an inch, inch and a half of snow, and then the next one going to be a much stronger one. Most of the heavier snow will be south and east of Grand Rapids, but there could be up to a foot of snow over toward Detroit. At least that's the way the models look right now. We'll be refining that, and that will all be during the day on Friday. Looking farther ahead, we're trending colder now from the 7th through the 13th. High chances that will be colder than our average highs of the low 40s, but an equal chance for more or less precipitation. For tonight, it will be breezy. Winds will shift from the east to the west, and temperatures a little bit below freezing north, low and mid-30s south. Staying below freezing up north. Breezy east winds will become west later on tonight as that low moves away, and low 30s between about 32 to 34 with still a wintry mix before midnight. 13 on your side forecast. Once again, overnight Tuesday night, a wintry mix to snow, and then Friday, significant snow is possible and strong winds, but the weekend right now looking dry.
George out on the weather deck, and gosh, George, the folks down south should see their power back on sometime tonight, but the people up north just got hammered today. They may not see their power back on until tomorrow.
Yeah, 2 ice storms in a week. I don't remember the last time those 2 impactful events have happened in the same week, Kirk. We have 2 more rounds of precipitation, though, this week. 13 weather ball tonight is blinking bright. Just a few more hours of light wintry mix and a few raindrops in sight. It's also red. little warmer weather ahead tomorrow, and this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Temperatures only in the low and mid 30s from Grand Rapids north, low and mid 40s around I-94 southward where it was all rain. We forecast 40 today outside of 3-degree, that 3-degree threshold. We've had a tough weekend and week, but a lot of rain, over an inch in many locations right here in West Michigan. All of those readings there, Grand Rapids, Muskegon, Holland, and Kalamazoo, records for February 27th. Some sat back in 1948. And one there in Kalamazoo way back in 1888. The storm responsible for it brought a lot of rain, wintry mix, and even snow further to the north. 8 inches of snow up in Clare County, but that storm is exiting to the east. Still, over the next few hours, we could see a little wintry mix north, a couple of raindrops, but for the most part, all of the impactful weather is over. Tomorrow, we may see a bit of midday clearing, and then high clouds come in. That's with the next round of precipitation. This will be a wintry mix changing to snow, maybe an inch or so with that, and then that races off to the northeast on Wednesday. So a dry day Wednesday. Thursday, just a cloudy day or mostly so, and similarly for Thursday night. But Friday, storm coming up from the south. We're going to be on the northwestern edge of this, snow all the way up to as far north as Oceana County. There's going to be a lot of snow in this general vicinity. And then over the weekend, virtually dry, maybe a scattered snow flurry on Saturday and a little bit of sunshine on Sunday. In terms of the snow coming in for Tuesday night, this is about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, according to our models, right across the greater Grand Rapids area. Pretty confident that this is where this will end up. A little bit lower confidence with the next system, although it has been trending north with each model run. This is not what we will get, but this is certainly a potential for some significant snow during the day on Friday, all the way from Grand Rapids over toward the Detroit area. You don't need to put your shovels away quite yet. If you didn't see this on Friday, long range outlook from March 11th through the 24th. Good portion of the country is going to have high chances for colder temperatures. The only spot, southern Florida. And as far as precipitation, storm track along the east coast, Pacific Northwest, that's where the highest chances for more rain and snow will be during that 2-week period. Tomorrow, cloudy skies to start, midday sunshine, clouds at the end of the day, mid and upper 30s north of Muskegon, low 40s south. Up north, you can expect cloudy skies to start, some midday sunshine. Even you will see temperatures in the upper 30s to around 40, and here in the greater Grand Rapids area, highs around 40 to the mid 40s. 13 on your side forecast. We're going to highlight Friday with an impact day. It'll impact everyone if the track stays pretty much on target. Over the weekend, virtually dry both Saturday and Sunday as we get back into the 40s on Sunday. Rain again next Monday and a high of 46. Dry the following Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.